to say things economically was something that he'd already polished off. But this particular script of Ankur, which he had written when he was quite young, he was in his college days, he was trying to find money for that particular film for many years and not succeeding. And I'll take you back to the 70s when this whole idea of what we understand as parallel cinema or alternate cinema or new cinema, these were words that had not yet been coined, terms that had not yet been coined. So it was all entertainment, mainstream Hindi cinema. And what did we have in that? They were mostly male-oriented, apart from a few films like Roti and Aurat earlier on in the 40s, Mother India in the 50s. There were very few films which were really focused on women-centric narratives. There was Bimal Roy's Sujata, there was Bimal Roy's Bandini, but again, very few. And these were films which had influence to the young Shyam Benegal as he was growing up in Hyderabad. So for him, I think there were two things working. When he was born, Hyderabad was still a princely state. So as he said quite often, that I have seen India from a medieval India to British colonial India, to a post-colonial India, and a modern India. So that entire transition from feudalism, transition from the landlords and the princes, and sort of exploitation that happened within the classes, he'd seen all of that when he was very young. And then right through the 90 years that he lived such a rich life, there was so much that has changed in India. In a way, his films today, very often when we talk about them, they are a documentation of the history of India, of how the country has evolved, of how